Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is an empties video. I'm just doing this for organizational reasons because I'm that weird. If you're interested in seeing the products that I have finished, then just keep watching. Okay guys, this is the first video I have ever filmed with no eyebrows on. Is it not really strange to just half do your face? Like, is it not? I just brushed them upwards. I had an interview this morning and I kind of just brushed them and did a light face, and then I wanted to do a full face for this video but neglected to do my brows. But anyway, I'm sure you don't care about that. Let's start with the products that I finished. I just kind of want to throw them into the bin and put my makeup empties into the makeup empties bin. So I'm just going to start pulling these. So I think I'm going to start, like, the only odd empty I ever include in these videos is candles. The rest is either skincare or makeup. So I'll start with the candle, and I only do this because I love candles and so I like to learn new brands. So if there's anyone out there that feels the same way. So this one is an Irish brand called Somas. I think I'm pronouncing that wrong, I don't know. Somas, and it's a Cork, which is a County Ireland brand. This one is Pear and Freesia. It's beautiful. It's so... I got this for my birthday off Pork. I absolutely love this brand. Like, they make such... feels very luxury. It is expensive though. I think they're like 30 euros, 25, 30 euros. Shipping is really, really quick. They do international shipping as far as I'm aware. It is nice. It's very bougie. It feels bougie. It smells up the entire room. You guys, most of you know I lost my smell this year. I had no smell for 5 months solid, and now I have like hit and miss smell. So I can smell this. It smells up the whole room. And I really didn't want to for the price of it. But yeah, no, it's really, really lovely, and I would get it again. I would get it again. Pear and Freesia. I'm going to reuse that glass. Is there any other candles in here before I move along? No. Okay, so skincare, I think. We're just going to keep pulling. This one here is from Aldi, and it looks like Pixie, but it is not Pixie. It is the Lacura Healthy and Glow Exfoliating Toner, 5% glycolic acid, aloe vera and ginseng. Guys, I love this. I was going to say smell this, but like, you're not here at this moment in time. It smells lovely. It's not harsh on the skin, and it's really, really affordable. I've just opened a Pixie one now so I can see what the difference is between the two of them. But I have repurchased this. It is so good. It is like, excuse me, I'm not spending a lot of money on toner while this thing is available because it just evens out. My skin gets really red around here, and I keep breaking out on my chin and like here, and I'm going to blame it on the mask, but I just don't know why it keeps happening. But it does even out the pink. It does say that this is cruelty free international. There's 250 mils in it, and it's really good. I will get it again. I have gotten it again. I enjoy it. This is my Pixie Makeup Fixing Mist with rose water and green tea. This has 80 mils in it, or 2.7 fluid ounces. I have been reusing this bottle to make my own facial mist. This one here smells like rose water. I'm not really into rosy scents, just personally, I'm just not really into it. This did have a rosy scent. These don't set down your makeup and increase the longevity like Urban Decay. Like, is it a gimmick? Not gimmick, but is it like a lot of money for something that is lovely? It's lovely, but it's not necessary. Nothing's necessary, but this really isn't necessary. It is nice. My favorite one is the Wake Up one, the orangey one based on scent. It's so nice for so many reasons. I used to put it on top of my face to make everything like mesh together, lessen down all that powderiness. And I would put it, when I was working full time in the office versus at home, the office was just kind of like, like an office building, so it was aircon, and you were just like, ugh. And sometimes you'd feel sick for no reason, and so I'd spray this on my face for like a juice of energy, and people used to come over and do it as well. It's just refreshing. And then when I was feeling sick, I also used it as well. I have since put tea in this to use the exact same way, and the only difference I noticed is smell. That's all I've noticed so far. So I'm going to keep the bottle and keep reusing it for the tea. For the tea, I never cut things open, but I did with this. I was committed to this goddamn cause. Oh, look at me. It's actually a massive bottle. I've just put it inside each other. So this is the Spa Exclusives Treasures of Asia Moisturizing Formula and Vitamin B. I have since cut it open. My God, there's so much product in here if you do go to the bother of cutting it open. It's even more, I feel, that, you know, when you take the stopper out of a lip gloss or a concealer and it just keeps going, this had more than that. There was just so much down there Not fond of the smell, as in I just don't really care for the smell. Did like the texture. It wasn't, I know it's a lotion, but it was more creamy and all, not a butter, but creamy. So I liked the texture, just couldn't give a crap about the smell, and I would not repurchase, but totally glad that I have that done. So that's that. So that, where's these things going? This one is like a bittersweet empty. I loved this. Not that anyone cares, but like, this is the Lush Sleepy Line Body Lotion. Fresh handmade cosmetics. I got this literally in July for my birthday. Ugh. It's beautiful, from a friend of mine here in Ireland, and my god, I absolutely love it. I love it. I have repurchased this since. They only had one left in stock and I got it, and it was worth the money that it cost. And it's just, it's so beautiful. Now, if lavender, sorry if I didn't say lavender. Lavender is not for everyone, but it is for me. And is it lavendery? It's like baby powder. No, lavender. Like, there's just some other scent that's in with it that's not just quite lavender. It says there's oat milk, almond oil, water, lavender flower infusion, jojoba, cocoa butter. That's probably what I'm getting. Okay, there's a big long list of things. Oh, ylang ylang. That's probably it too. There's ylang ylang oil in here as well. So that's what it probably is. There's another scent that's not just lavender. Ugh, lads, I could have just read the box instead of reading the ingredients. This is really nice. I have purchased it again. I really enjoy it. Such a beautiful smell. For those of you guys who do enjoy lavender. Dry shampoo. I don't know why I have this in here actually. I use this Batiste one. This is the Coconut Exotic Tropical. There's 200 mils in it, or 6.73 fluid ounces, or 120 grams. I fly through these. I leave these in work because I have fine hair. Like, I have fine hair and it gets really greasy really, really quickly. I washed this last night. What is it like now? Who knows? But this is good for volume, making it like boom, and it smells nice and it works. And if I put this on, a lot of people think I'm wearing nice perfume, so that's a plus. I do enjoy these. I'm still kind of on the lookout for an affordable one that does the job. I have purchased one in Aldi, but I haven't seen it in Aldi since, so I don't want to like it almost, but yes, I have that going at the moment, which is cruelty free. I finished this. This is the first and only perfume that Pork bought me, and I finished it. It was one of those perfumes that I was using in between Project Pan perfumes sparingly as I could, and I still finished it. Like, I just can't help myself. I fly through perfumes. I really like this. This is a love story by Chloe, and it's like, most of my perfumes are kind of, I was gonna say burgundy. Most of my perfumes are, God, cologne-ish, like boy-ish, cologne-ish, musky, sexy scent is the kind of scent I go for, whereas, like, I'm attracted to, whereas this scent here is more fresh. I'm gonna say floral, but it's more fresh and it's not something that I tend to reach for, but yeah, I loved it because it wasn't as heavy, but it's still something there that's beautiful. I absolutely love this. I would get it again, but it's too expensive. Perfume is so expensive that I find it so hard to buy for myself, but I'm really sad that it's gone because it holds such a nice memory as well. You know, and it's just really liked wearing it because it wasn't, Pork has a really sensitive smell, so when I wear perfume he gets like a sneeze attack, you know. How dare he ruin it for me. I'm gonna mess it. This one here is from, this is a special one as well. This is from one of my family members that I received for Christmas just gone, and I won't get into why that's special because it's kind of sad, but this is from that individual, and it's My Fifth Avenue, and it's really, really sexy, classy lady. Did I not include this before in an empties? Because I specifically remember saying this before, that it reminds me of someone in a pencil skirt with curled hair perfectly at like 7 a.m. and you're like, how? And they probably have 3 children and they still manage to have the 3 children upfed and watered and their hair curled perfectly, and you're just like, why? What is wrong with me? I can barely be dressed with a bra and clothes and gone out the door. Like, the bra is the biggest commitment. So anyway, this one is really luxurious, but still slightly mature and professional at the same time. I don't think I'd get it again. After all that, I don't think I'd get it again. It's not quite up my alleyway. This one here is from Elaine. It's another little perfume. I love this. This is the KVD. Is it KVD Makeup and Beauty, this particular one, or is it Kat Von D? This one says Kat Von D. And it's in Sinner. Oh, sexy is what it is. But again, like, this brand has not really been, I know it's been accessible in the US for quite a while, but it was not here. So, you know what's new is juicy. I love this, but I prefer this one out of the two. This one here, the Saint one. And like, this one, this one is more musky and ooh. So when you hear Sinner, I would have thought that this one would be the like alluring, you know, red leather. Like, you know, I don't know, you think that from this one, but this one is, they're both beautiful, but I prefer this one. So I would actually get these, particularly the Saint one, if it is in fact accessible to me here. What else is in here? Is it all makeup? Yeah, after this now it's makeup. I have some samples because Elaine provided me with some, because I don't got none over here. So this is Ole Henriksen, and then general onto the makeup. This is the Banana Cream Eye Bright. Banana Bright Eye Cream. Do you know what's really weird about this? And this, you know, like, which is funny to me. Hang on. Oh, I just like entirely used it. Is it one of these packets? Yeah, it's one of these foil packets here, right? In Ireland, our banana cream is like just a cream. This one here smelt like caramel. There was a caramel smell on it, and I was like, what? How did food get involved in this? Am I hungry? No, I wasn't hungry at the time. It wasn't me like just wishfully thinking that my cream smells like caramel. No, it smells like caramel. I was like, what? Why? I don't mind, but why though? Just in case anyone's up close and personal and just wants to take a nice old lick on my eye, I don't know. Anyway, tangent over. These two, oh, I really like the eye cream. I've got those little small pots. I actually really like them, and they do make my makeup, at the very minimum, they make my makeup perform nicer. These two, so, and then makeup. This is the Josie Maran 100% pure argan oil, organic moisturizing oil. This is 1 ml in it. This is a full-on oil. Now, it's very hard to tell when you use it once, okay? I have oily skin, so I was like, how will this work? But I have dehydrated skin. Is that not a conflicting situation to have simultaneously? When I put this on today, now it's only one use, so we don't know. When I put this on today, all of my face went really smooth. Like right now, my forehead is dry, but my cheeks will get really oily, but this is kind of crusty. But anyway, my whole face went really even and smooth, and I don't know if this is what it's meant to do. But what happened was it all went evenly and smooth, and then there was no redness to it at all, but it was smooth, which is really weird and nice, kind of like a baby's butt. But then the following day I had a big nasty pimple on my chin. Now that could be any reason, but it was the following day. I don't know, but I said I'd mention it. No idea, but I liked what it did. Josie Maran is not accessible over here, but I'm actually really curious in this one. This one here is an adaptogen. An adaptogen. Deep moisture cream. Oh Lord. Ashwagandha and reishi pentapeptide. Well, I went for it. Youth to the people. I have never heard of this brand. This texture was just cream. I didn't notice it do anything. I don't know enough about that after one use. It was just a regular cream moisturizer type product, and I'd have to use a little bit more of it to know if that makes sense, but I don't know. Now, onto my bits and pieces of makeup. Do I have my single eye? I don't know what I have in here. Anyway, well, let me show you. The first thing I finished is a mascara, and this is my current favorite mascara. This is from Ilia. I got this from Elaine, Canadian YouTuber. I will link her. I'm so terrible at reviewing and making sure all my cards are there, but yes, I will link her. This mascara I really, really enjoy. If you have hooded eyes, I can't speak to any other glorious eye shape. However, those of us who unfortunately have the hood in the way of our makeup creativity may know that this mascara generally, if not always, gets right up there and ruins things. This one is the only mascara that I have ever used that at no point in any of its life cycle did it ever get up there. It makes your lashes up, like lifted, without a lash curler, and like voluminous and long and really nice, but every time, because I notice with mascara, sometimes, like a lot of days you're like, oh, that's nice, and then other days you're like, oh. But there's no reason to why it's not always nice on. Whereas this one, every single time you had a really nice lash day, but they were really lifted as well. Not any mascara I've ever used does that lift. So I love this and I will 100% get it if I can get it before I have to pay customs. This next one here is a concealer. This one here is from Collection Lasting Perfection in the shade Fair 1. This is a medium coverage brightening shade, and it's a little bit of a beauty if I do say so myself. Nothing ever, not once pilled on top of this. So out of all the powders I've ever used over top, which I suppose is not many, I don't have many powders, nothing ever pilled, and it's really, really lovely. And I will get it again. I have 6 concealers, so I will wait until such time, but my eye is still on the hunt for this once I get there, because I do really enjoy it. This next one here, it's such a spoiler, but I have to show you because this is what it is. Da, 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 da. This is my Sleek Cream Contour palette. There were 6 shades in it, 3 bronzing shades, contour shades, and 3 concealing brightening shades. Did I clean it? No. Why didn't I? I don't know. Anyway, it's all gone. It is empty. There are so many panels. There are so many pannules here that I feel the goat. You know the goat when they get a fright, they just have a seizure and they kind of go, ugh, and they fall over. I think that would induce the goat to do that if he were so inclined to juicy pannules, because there's so many of them there. But that was like 12, 13 euros. I would not get that again because there was one contour shade that I absolutely adored. The rest were kind of, I know this is such a weird thing to say, but they were kind of spongy, like putty, and like you'd put it on, it would just like lift and it would cover nothing at the end of the day. It would just cover nothing. So it wasn't great, but the cream contour shade was nice. Then we have this powder. This is the NARS Light Reflecting God, this is so difficult. Light Reflecting Setting Powder, Pressed Translucent Crystal. Why, when you're making something, make it that awkward? Right, how many grams? 7. There's 7 grams in it, or 0.24 ounces. Took me quite a good many months to use this, like all year, to be quite honest. It took me the entire year. I really liked it. It was really dense. Like there was no kick up on this whatsoever. It's not like the Laura Mercier or the Laura Mercier, where it makes your skin kind of glow and be youthful afterwards. It just airbrushed it out without that glowy bit. I enjoyed it, not under the eye. Do not use that under your eyeball. Well, I don't know, I can't use it under mine anyway, but everywhere else it was really, really lovely. It's quite expensive. It is not cruelty free. How dare anyone not be cruelty free these days, making it so awkward for us. But anyway, I liked it. Would I get it again? I'd try other powders first, but I did like it though. I would be happy to use it again if I had it. Now what else? We have more. Let me put this down. Right. We have more. So we have this. This is my Smashbox contour stick in contour. It's so beautiful. Like, I just love it. I just love it. You know, contouring isn't for everyone anymore. However, if you struggle with no definition anywhere, which I do, I find it really helpful in my day-to-day. I don't have to be like, you know, I just like to put it under here and make sure there's somewhat of a shadow, and like here, and then sometimes on my forehead because it's bigger than, you know, than I would like it to be. But that doesn't matter, it's just a preference. I really enjoyed the shade. I found it really, really easy to blend. I used a sponge to blend it out, used a Druid sponge to blend it down. I have since started using a lipstick for that very thing, and so far, so good. So I'm really happy about that, but I did like the undertone of this more. 2 more, we have another powder. This one here is from Cover FX, and I got this from Elaine. There's 1 whole gram, or 0.035 ounces. This was in the shade Translucent Light from Cover FX. I really liked it, guys. Not under the eye as much, and the reason why is just because I like a slight banana-ish tone. That's where my preferences are at the moment. It was perfect though. It was lovely all over the face. It was lovely all over the face. A really nice powder. It was really, really finely milled, which I love. I somehow just love a finely milled powder. I'm all about the finely milledness of a powder. But yeah, would I repurchase that? Well, this is my first ever Cover FX product, and I probably would repurchase that, to be quite honest with you. I actually really liked that. And then last, is that right? Yeah. Lastly, is this monstrosity of a pound. This took me so long. What? See, I don't wear as much foundation as I used to. So this is the Revlon Color Stay. Well, didn't I get everything out in the end? This is the Revlon Color Stay foundation. This is the 110 Ivory. What? 30 mils or 1 fluid ounce. And you know, I went to a makeup class years ago and she was like, you're in the shade Buff. And then I don't know what happened. But this I feel was maybe that was just a bit too light for me. Particularly if you apply it all over your face. It is a full coverage foundation. Maybe not as full as the Urban Decay All Nighter, but it is full. And so when it's so fair, it's like I am flat and I am caked. So I mixed this with a foundation that was slightly darker, and I also mixed it in with a moisturizer to lighten up the coverage. Most likely why it took so long, but I'm so grateful that it is finished. It used to be my favorite foundation, and then I just kind of got sick of full coverage. So now I like the option of a bit of medium, light to medium. And sometimes I go a little bit, like today now I was trying to cover my chin. As I said, we have a bit of a breakout. I have been panning it. I think it was demonic Surfette. God, words today. She's on Instagram and she also watches some of my videos, which is great. And she suggested putting this in some hot water. Well, I think she suggested putting my lip gloss, but I applied it over here. This one, it really did help me get all the product out. Like, look at that. Like, it was quite difficult, but you know, for this kept floating, so I don't really know what this floated, so I couldn't get it to sink. This one though, it stayed. But how helpful was that? The thing is definitely 100% used. Like, there's absolutely nothing left in there. So I definitely got my money's worth out of that. It was about €19. That is not cheap. That is not cheap at all. So my table is now covered in empty products. Anyway, guys, that is my video. That is how I feel about the products that I have finished this time. Have you finished anything that you're like delighted it's gone? You're like, oh, thank God. Or is there any products that you're like sad that you finished? I'm curious, what is your thought process? Anyway, thanks a million for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you the next time. Take care. Bye. Thank you.